Cowboy Dipper here, and he's going to throw in some of this long cut. What about you? What are you throwing in?
Long cut.
Long cut all the way. Cheers if anybody else wants to. Is that a normal pinch? No, it's not. Sorry. I got thrown a bigger one because you guys have attitude about it. Some of you. So, what are some reasons why smoking is bad and dipping is good? Let's think about that for a sec as I throw this in. What do you think on the subject?
Why do I think that dipping's better than smoking?
Yep.
Well, first off, you're not messing up your lungs.
That's true.
That's probably the biggest thing. Smoking destroys your lungs, man.
Yeah? And you can't smoke on a plane.
No. My whole flight from Texas to here, I had big fat hammer in the whole time.
Yeah,
I was
that'll
feeling good.
happen. Yeah, I've done that before. Actually, I had one.
I mean, yeah, you can't smoke in hospitals and restaurants and all that stuff. No one says anything about dipping, so you might as well just do it.
And if you look dip up in the dictionary, it actually will not say nothing bad about it, but if you look up smoking, it will. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
They say, I guess if you look up the term dipping, there's nothing bad about it. I didn't know that. But another reason is can't smoke in most motels because they don't like it. And besides, if you do smoke in a motel or in your house or somewhere, the smoke stays. It stays.
You can smell it.
Yeah, doesn't smell good.
Not at all.
And one good thing the dip does is smoking. Yeah, the dip does is smoking ain't. Is you can keep a dip in longer and you're not wasting paper.
All the time. And now, I think sometime this month, they're passing that law so that you can't smoke in the car with anyone under the age of 18.
Yep, I've heard that.
But guess what? You can still dip in the car.
Yep, you can still dip in the car. That's true. And it ain't good for sale if you're reselling a car neither.
Yeah.
To some
the
people.
headliner will get all nasty and smelly, and the car stinks.
And even if you're trying to spray perfume in there, you still get a little bit of the odor after. I've tried it before.
Yep.
Actually, I've tried smoking before once.
I tried it once too.
I didn't think it was.
I hated it.
I told myself I'd never do it again with cigars.
Yep, cigars aren't bad. You
No.
just don't breathe the cigar all the way in.
Yep, you don't. And the ashes of cigarettes, if you're ashing out the window, could cause your grass to catch on fire or someone's hayfield or even just a simple power line.
And you know friggin' Idaho is dry as shit right now, so
Yep,
fires everywhere.
there is fires everywhere.
And not just in Idaho, like all across the country, everywhere's dry, there's fires.
And I can't remember who, but I heard someone started a fire because of smoking.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
But I can't remember where at, but someone's just threw their cigarette out the window and thought everything was okay, and
Being careless.
then on the news they're like, oh, there's a fire here. No fire. Not a little one, was big. Or most people will not put out their cigarette and they'll just huck it out the window. And some people won't even finish them and throw them out the window, so it still causes it to burn a lot more.
While it's burning, they'll just land in the grass and burn.
And a lot of people don't like it because people leave their cigarettes everywhere on the ground. And most people, you can actually pick up your chew can, and most people don't like to pick up the cigarette.
Well, it's like Mudjug 1 and Outlaw said that, when you light a cigarette, what is it, like 3,000 chemicals are going into your lungs?
Yep.
And with dip, it's only, like, what, 20-something chemicals?
Yep.
It's like, that's a no-brainer right there.
And like these stupid warning labels on the side, like Dr. Radu said, they're not true.
No.
They are a not true fact. And if you go to most dentists don't even know their history on it. So if you go to them and they tell you to quit dipping because they know your pocket and your lip, they'll tell you something and they'll go, well, where's the facts back it up? And they won't. And most of them will kind of pawn around it for a little bit.
And most of them can't even tell, though. Like, I went to the dentist when I was down in Texas, and he didn't say anything. He told me my gums were just fine.
And I got told that I was gonna lose teeth, and when I get older, yeah, you may lose teeth when you get older, but who doesn't? Because you're getting older.
Exactly. Everybody loses teeth.
And,
My grandpa had all of his teeth pulled out when he was like 60-something.
Yeah, my dad lost. Just his two fronts fell out, but that wasn't from dipping. That was his own fault on that one. And my dad always told me if I ever started dipping to do mint. Because he says it's not supposed to be as worse for you. And I see that, but then I don't. No warning label, see?
Mm-hmm. Get rid of that shit.
And you know what? Snooze doesn't have as big warning label as...
No, it doesn't.
Because they're not as bad.
No. They're not even close.
Rumor is in Sweden, the Swedish dip that they do, doctors found it more healthy for them down there. And it actually does have some nicotine in it, and it has all the shit that dip has, just less of it. The same thing, but just less of it.
You know, they sell that at Jet Stop, right?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, they keep it, it's like, it has to be refrigerated and shit.
No, I heard snooze can go a long time.
Yeah, but they have these, like, Swedish snooze cans, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they keep them in a little refrigerator.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll have to pick some up and try it.
yeah. I've tried one snooze in my life, and that was Skull Snooze. I guess if you want to consider Camel a snooze, I guess, because I don't consider it really anything.
It just tastes good.
Yeah. To have the grains instead.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And a lot of people will try snooze. Is what I see a lot of people before they even get tough enough to try pouches. Well, I'm not saying you guys are sissies or anything. I'm just saying that they'll try the snooze or the Swedish snooze before they try any type of harder.
A lot of people start with the snooze and the pouches before they move up. I know I did. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I started with snooze and moved up to pouches and then to long cut.
My brother wouldn't let me.
But, I mean, my first dip, I was like 12 years old. My grandpa gave me some Copenhagen snuff.
Okay, yeah, I got the same thing from my brother, and he thought it was so funny.
My grandpa thought it was hilarious. I was stumbling around, puking all over the place.
I never puked once on dip, ever.
Well, when he put it in my mouth, he put it in my front lip, but it wasn't very, like, he didn't pack it, you know, really well to the can.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just went everywhere in my mouth, and I swallowed a bunch of it.
Yeah. What's up, Mother?
Oh, nothing. Just getting off work.
Oh, that's
What are you
good.
guys up to?
Making a video.
Making a video.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
Am I interrupting it?
No.
No, you're not interrupting it. You want to say hi to
You're
everyone?
our distinguished guest.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh,
This charge goes move it.
yeah, that's charged.
Okay.
Yeah, so people like that usually start on snooze.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't think nothing is bad about it. Which it really ain't. But what other thing can we say about dip is doctors will mistaken if your teeth are yellow for smoking. That's another thing they'll mistake it for. Dentists, doctors, whatever, they'll think you're smoking if you come in with yellow teeth. What do you think on the whole deal of it, Mother?
On what?
On dipping versus smoking?
Is doing what?
Dipping or smoking, what do you think on the whole deal?
Each to their own. Whatever they want to do.
Yep, there you go.
None of my business what you guys do, and it's nobody else's business what I do.
Heck yeah.
That's right.
That's how I feel about life.
Preach it.
Preach it, yep. But that's just what people, and that was just, actually this was requested more than once to do this video. And I don't know why, but like my mother said, each to their own. I don't really care.
Now,
People-
I say what?
To each their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess people want to know the difference between what's better.
Everybody's so worried about what's better and what's worse for you. It's like, I mean, people's lives are none of your business. If someone wants to smoke, let them smoke. But
Yeah.
I prefer smokeless tobacco.
Yep, so do I, and don't ever... And yeah, one may be better than the other and one may not, but don't let them try to convince you that one is or one isn't. Because it's just whatever they want. But they just...
Next, you're gonna hear people complaining about which is better, tobacco or chewing tobacco or the little vaping cigarettes, the e-cigs.
Oh,
That'll be
yeah.
up next. Watch.
Yeah, that'll be up next, and someone
So
will...
are you out of the service, or you got to go back? You on leave? What?
I'm on 2 weeks leave.
And then
Yep.
where do you go?
As far as I know right now, Germany.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
My cousin Rick was in the army in Germany, and he got to rodeo while he was over there.
But I want to reclass to 13 Bravo.
To what?
13 Bravo, field artillery.
Oh.
How was going to it?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I had my Copenhagen. That's all I needed.
Oh yeah, they don't... Well, we're gonna just...